Hello guys, and welcome to my farming guide. This guide I'll be showing you the best experience trees and how cost effective they are for how much experience you get. In these tables right here, you can pause it if you need to, but these are the regular trees and how much experience, checking how much they cost. And then this one's fruit trees. If you need to pause it anytime to see how much your tree is going to cost, you can do that. But these are just picking special trees. Again, just pause it if you need to see anything. Yep. Good luck, guys. Alright guys, so for the lower levels, I'm not going to go through it that much because it's pretty self-explanatory. You just open up the farming tab right here, or the farming skill, and you can see at level 1 you can plant potatoes, and then just plant potatoes until 5, and then onions till 7, cabbage till, and it's just really self-explanatory. And then once you're level 15, you can plant an oak tree, and these are like the fastest experience you'll get at level 15. So just plant trees, and then oak trees. As soon as you can plant willow trees, you'll be planting willow trees because they're still so cheap for their experience. Now maple trees, if you want to, you can move on to them, but they're a little bit more expensive. And for as far as allotments go, just once you get to 15, if you want to stop doing allotments, you can. Allotments are a lot faster. You can probably get from 1 to 15 in maybe a day or two, but it's pretty self-explanatory, guys. So, alright, this is how you do an allotment run. You can use watermelon seeds and whatever herb seeds you want. You need these tools I'm showing you right here, an ectophile, if you've done Ghost Ahoy, and these teleports. You can do watermelon seeds if you want. They're good experience. I know a lot of you can't afford it. Now, if you've done Big Arms Adventure, you can use the herb patch in Troll Stronghold. This is how you get there. You go into that dungeon, and then you go through the dungeon, and then you come out, and there's the farming patch right there. It doesn't get diseased, so that's a bonus. You can plant whatever ones you want there. So this is how you do it. This is how I do it, at least. First, I go to, again, you'll need Ghost Ahoy quest to get this ectophile. Once you're there, you will, if you need to refill your summoning points, there's an obelisk right there. Then you'll just run to the west a little bit, and there's the patch right here. You can harvest your herbs. Herbs are a great way to make some money back from any trees you'll be planting. Now, I also suggest you make your own super compost, as if you don't make your own, it will be a little bit more expensive to do herbs and watermelons if you choose to. Watermelons are cheap. If you grow your own, you can just use your own to make your super compost. Here I am collecting all of my experience. If you do watermelons and dwarfweed, which is the best experience herb, I do get around 13k experience for every herb run I do, which is pretty nice if you're playing all day, if it's a weekend or something. I know it's still summer where I am. You can do every 70 minutes herbs are done, so every 70 minutes you can go back to a herb run, make some extra cash for whatever you're doing. Even if you're not trying to farm to get your levels up, herbs are still a great way to make some money. If you do, what I used to do for money for herbs was toad flax. The seeds are really cheap. The herbs are like 4k each. I made like 120k a run, and I didn't use the one at Troll place. Now, when you go to Falador, if you've done the Lumbridge tasks, I haven't. You get that ring and you can teleport to the cabbage patch right there, and it's a lot faster than going from Falador. But since I'm lazy, I didn't do that, and I just run from Falador. And that's about it, guys. If you do 4, you can expect around 30 herbs and probably around 100 watermelon, which is 30 herbs is above average, probably. I think you should expect more around like 25 or so, But I mean, it's still pretty good. If you can profit like even 4K off each one, that's 100K every hour. And you can be money making on top of that. I mean, you can get 100K plus if you do frost or something, it's a mill, then that's an extra 100K, and you make the mill from frost dragons, even though I know it's botted like all hell. But or you can, if you're doing something slower like alking, you can alk here and just collect your herbs whenever they're done, like this guy's doing. You don't even have to do all the patches if you're doing something where you can just stand in one place. Or if you're editing a video or something, you can just stand there, and then once you're done editing the video, you can collect your herbs. I mean, it's good money. And that's it for the herb run, guys. So, into the next run. Hey guys, I'm here with a regular tree run. I do maples because I like the experience, and as you know, I'm going for 99. The payment for maples is oranges. You need a basket. These are the things you should have in your inventory: tools, teleports, coins, and a ring of dueling to go to mobilizing armies. And for the higher level trees, if you want to chop a yew or a magic tree down, you should have a hatchet. I suggest a dragon hatchet because it makes it faster. But this is how I do a tree run. I use all 5 tree spots. See, maples give 3.4K experience. I know a lot of the higher ones. The higher the level is, the higher the experience is, but it also costs a lot more. And if your budget is tight like mine, you probably can't afford to. If you want to know what you have to pay your farmer to take care of the patch for you, if you go into the farming skill and you click the tree you want to grow, it will tell you in your chat box what the payment is. For some trees, I know yew and supposedly palms, you're not supposed to pay. Oh, and this too, Scroll of Life. You can buy that from Dungeoneering at level 25, and it's really cool. You can get seeds back. I highly suggest it if you're going to be going for 99 farming. You need 25 Dungeoneering, and it costs some tokens, but I mean, you get a lot of seeds back. And see, I just made 30K, so it's pretty decent, and I'd suggest you get it if you're going to do more expensive trees, as you will save a lot of money. So this is the way I do it. If you want to try and alter the way you do it to get more, to make it go faster, you can, but this is just how I've been doing it for months now. And if you know a better way, by all means, do it your way. But this is just how I like to do it. Now, I would suggest, even for palms, I mean, you should, it's going to be too expensive, like yews. It's a lot of money to pay, and it's, if you use super compost, 1 in 8 trees dies. So if you multiply the price it's going to pay by 8, and then if that's more, wait, let me see. Yeah, if that's more than a tree, you shouldn't pay. Like palms, it's like 15K to pay. So if the trees cost 90K, then you shouldn't pay. Now this is a fruit tree run. I do palms, but I do pay because I really want the experience. Now if you're going to do yews or something and you want to pay because you want to make sure you get the experience, then go for it. But these are the things you should have. You should have a Juju teleport, you should have the mobilizing armies, and you should have a rake and a spade and some coins because you need to go to Brimhaven. And you can use the charter boat right there, right from the tree, from the fruit tree patch in Catherby. This is the way I go. You can go down here. Now, if you click the tree a lot, you will get the fruits faster, and this can speed up your run significantly, as you don't have to sit there and wait for all the fruit to come in. Now, I would suggest paying the farmer to look after them for you, because, I mean, for all trees, because it's really not worth going back and checking to make sure it's worth it when you can just pay them whatever amount it is, and then they'll do it for you. Also, right here, there's a lot of penguins that hang out, so if you see one, I mean, check it, like spy on it, because that's extra experience you can use for not even farming, but for whatever it is you want to do. Now, be careful of this patch because once you you have to pay the farmer and you have to click an extra time. I mean, I've lost a couple of so you have to go all the way to the last screen before you paid. You got to be careful because I've lost many of my trees have died, probably around 3. I mean, it's not nice to lose your trees because I mean you lose experience and you lose money. So make sure you are aware of what you're doing before you do it. So now I would go to that one first because then you don't have to run all the way back to the guy and go through the maze, and you can just, I think it's quicker. But if you want to do it, I mean, farming is really just for entertainment. Well, I think it's for, and you should be able to do it however you want. So if you have a better way to do it, then go for it. Now, these are the special trees. Calquat I would suggest doing if you have the level, and if you have the seeds for spirit trees, I would do them too because it's good experience. I mean, you can't argue with 20k free experience. You need coins to get a Brimhaven, Spade, Rake, and a Camelot teleport because I charted the boat from Camelot. Done Love Story, I think it is. You can make Brimhaven tablets and you can get there faster that way. So this is how you get there from Camelot teleport. You just run, charter a boat, and then run east after you get off the boat, and then the spirit tree will be right there. I have one growing right now, but it's not done yet, and I wanted to get this out for you guys, so I didn't wait. But you get 20k experience for the spirit tree, and then if you go back to the west and then south, you'll get to the Calquat tree. And these are things you need to pay for the spirit tree: 5 monkey nuts, a monkey bar, and a ground tooth. Suqua tooth, that is. You need to do that quest. Calquat tree I also have growing right now. You need 8 poison ivy berries, and since it's so cheap, I would suggest paying for this too because it's good experience. But you get 12k experience from this tree. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this guide, guys, and good luck on whatever farming level you're going for.